structure. So, yeah.
What's up, guys? This is Super Ninja Austin here, back with another video, episode 8 of the SNA podcast, and we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw right now. Atreyu. But anyways, we got Sami Zayn coming out in the ring and presenting everybody in Quebec City, which is his home country in Canada. Okay, you got to get back on the video. I'm not trying to be mean, but you got to be back. But anyways, Sami Zayn cut a promo. He was like, yeah, welcome guys, welcome to Monday Night Raw. But before that, everybody was chanting "Olay, Olay, Olay, Olay," his signature chant. Yeah, for a long time. But that's when the Judgment Day interrupted. They surrounded him. But what they didn't expect, that the return of the prize fighter himself, Kevin Owens. He came out and fought all three members with Sami Zayn, help him out. And then when Damian Priest tried to chokeslam, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, he rolled out of it, and Kevin Owens hit him with the stunner. And then he's like, it's been a long time since I fought on Monday Night Raw. And how about why not make a huge return and face? It'll be with my best friend Sami Zayn taking on two of these clowns, the Judgment Day, into a match right here tonight in the main event, which was official, which Michael Cole wanted to be official, which eventually did, and we're gonna see that match up next on Raw, but. So after that, we have the tag match between Drew McIntyre and the New Day, which the New Day said, y'all not really a tag team. And then, boy, they proved them wrong, because they were getting all the offense in with Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle bringing them the fight of their whole entire career as a tag team, as the New Day tag team. And then on one spot, Drew McIntyre belly to belly Matt Riddle to the outside and landed right on the New Day. And then when they got back in the ring, it was him and Kofi. And then Kofi tried to do one move up on the top rope, but Matt Riddle caught him with a jumping bicycle knee that probably hit him in the middle of next year. He tried to go for a tag to Drew McIntyre, but Eric attacked him from behind without the referee even knowing and looking what happened. And then Kofi hit him with the Trouble in Paradise, which gave him the 1-2-3 on Matt Riddle. And then that's when the Viking Raiders went out and attacked Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, from right in the blind side, and then started beating them down, and basically brutalizing them. And then that's when Drew McIntyre came back in the ring, pissed off, Glasgow kiss of Eric, and then double A spinebuster Ivar, and soon after a clotheslining him right from the outside. And then Drew McIntyre stand out tall. And then up next we have here is we have backstage interview with JD Madonna and Finn Balor, and then JD Madonna went about that Finn's like his own brother that he never had, and then they got each other's back. And then that's when Mommy Rhea Ripley went and stared at Finn Balor and then nodded her head to come here to go back to the backstage area to see who's going to be the two that's going to team together against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And then up next we have. Sorry it's so late. We were about to stop at the store and getting batteries. We have Shayna Baszler up next we have Shayna Baszler putting the women's division, the Raw women's division, on notice, and then she's gonna come after every single woman into into the division. And I would say Shayna Baszler's exactly going to do that until she meets someone like a Becky Lynch or a Rhea Ripley or whoever that's going to be currently holding the Women's World Championship. And then up next we have Chad Gable and Gunther into their match, which was really good. That was also really good, and Chad Gable amazingly beat him, even though it was by a countout. But he finally beat him in a match that Gunther never lost in the main roster, and ever since he's been on the Raw and SmackDown from the past year and a half, and he finally got a win with him hitting chops and German suplexes, you name, etc. And after the match, Gunther got very pissed off, and he started throwing the timekeepers there, the announcer's table, the top part of the Raw logo, and started knocking down the computers and the commentators computer, and then him and his minions, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser of the Imperium, made the ring announcer Samantha Irvin to let everybody know, including Chad Gable, that he's still the IC champion. And then up next we have the Judgment Day arguing on who's going to be the duo who's going to face the reigning defending undisputed tag team champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And then Finn Balor went up and said, like, you know what, I am gonna team with Dom, and we will bring down these Canadian boys. And then Damian Priest like, yeah, y'all make a great team. But they were started arguing and disagreeing like usual, like every week. And then Rhea Ripley said, like, that's enough. And like, y'all gonna talk through this and get along and get back on the same page. And y'all better do this before I come back here for my match against Candice LeRae. And they finally started listening. And then up next we got Gunther continuing this tantrum out in the backstage area, saying like I had him win, and y'all should have been out there making sure that I won that match. And he started blaming his minions, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser, and he walked and stormed out of the hallway, where he was shouting at Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser, which Ludwig Kaiser stared at Giovanni Vinci. I don't know what that means. But it looks like they're breaking up. But on the wrestling report the wrestling news report, it says that they're not going to be splitting up anytime soon, and this is just going to be continuing these minor arguments, but they're going to eventually get back in the same page by having a method to get back on the same page into this storyline. Yeah, of course. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this matter and down in the comments below. But yeah, we're going to move on to the we'll move on to the interview with Byron Saxton, interviewing Cody Rhodes about and also congratulating him on his match against Finn Balor last week, and then Cody Rhodes was like yeah, but after that Finn Balor attacked him, and then Finn Balor sat on him like a piece of furniture, and what is wrong? And he's like, what is wrong with his boy JD Madonna? Like he has a big head and then a small body, looking like a BOGO pop. With that chuckle made me chuckle a bit. Like that was definitely the goofy wrestling for life on this episode of Monday Night Raw. And he was like, you know what? How about we take this interview out in the arena for the fans to see? And I'd like to introduce you a couple of my friends. That's Wade Barrett. That's Michael Cole. And then these are the fine people of Quebec City. And then he started hyping up Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's match against the Judgment Day, which that's later on during that night, which we're going to get to that at the end of the video. But yeah, he was hyping that match up, and then telling the judge we're like they're gonna beat the Judgment Day. And then they're gonna do that with you guys' support, basically. Yeah. And up next, we got the Eradicator Rhea Ripley taking on Candice LeRae, which that didn't took long, but even though Candice LeRae gave a couple of offense in, and when Dominic tried to distract her, her on-screen daughter, or self-proclaimed daughter, Indy Hartwell, pulled him off the apron, nearly hit his face on the hardest part of the ring, and then chased him out of there. And then Candice LeRae, that's when she was fighting Rhea Ripley back, and then nearly put her away with her signature move, the Lion Salt. And then she kicked out of 2.9 seconds. Rhea Ripley got back up, hit her with the headbutt, and then hit her with her submission finishing move, the Cloverleaf, which she lifted her up like 10 feet up in the air, if not like 6 feet. And then I would say, and then she made her tap right on her arms. Which that was a quick squash match, but I wouldn't expect Candice LeRae will bring so much offense into her match, though. But yeah, what do you think about the status of the female members of the Way? Y'all let me know down in the comments, and I hope y'all let me know down in the comments, and let's hope that they'll be pushed into the women's tag division after this feud. After this mini feud after this mini feud that they had, but anyway, back to Rhea Ripley and Dom. What's her name came out there? Raquel, yeah, Raquel Rodriguez went out in the entrance in her crutch, walking only on one leg, only walking on one good leg, while the other one's been injured from the past couple weeks of the encounter of Rhea Ripley into the rivalry, of course, but she grabbed her crutch and lifted it up like if she didn't need it, and she threw it right to Rhea Ripley, and then she made her presence known that she's no longer injured, and then she started bringing it to the ring, started beating the absolute shit out of Ripley, But even though Rhea Ripley brought some defense and headbutted Raquel and hit her with a couple of punch strikes, but it was not good enough for Raquel because she started throwing her right into Tina the Turnbuckles like a rag doll and then beating the absolute crap out of her, and then she hit her with this one clothesline like on WWE 2K23, except not hitting trying to go forward, but she hit her back. But she tried to hit her like forward, but tried to hit her the first time, but she goes on the second time with her right arm, and then had her packing. And then she let her know, she was like I'm gonna let you know that I am 100% cleared, and I talked to Adam Pearce, and we're gonna have a match for your Women's World Championship at Payback. Which we're finally going to get this match at the upcoming pay-per-view in September. But what do y'all think? Do you think Raquel is going to be going to have her all the way, or is Ripley going to retain? Y'all let me know about that down in the comments below. But yeah, we got up next. We have The Miz. When they showed the replay of him basically costing LA Knight the United States Championship by distracting in his match against Austin Theory, and then that's when Tommaso Ciampa was doing a backstage promo saying, I nearly had that match against Chad Gable in that Fatal 4-Way match, but instead he won the match and he got the opportunity of the Intercontinental Championship, and he also beaten Shinsuke Nakamura, and he gets a shot at the at the World Heavyweight Championship. And some of this with this promo, it kind of reminded me of Eddie Kingston on that indie show, when he's like, he made Matt Riddle and Adam Cole into the roster, and they get a shot over to NXT, and the whole entire roster he made, and he gets to stay home broke, and he only gets a training job, which he rejects. But it reminds me because he got opportunities, but everybody else got opportunities that he basically beat them, but they get shots at championships. But he was like, I'm getting tired of opportunities flying by at me, and I didn't came back from my injury just to be so close and be so close of gaining success. And the next opportunity I'm gonna take, I'm gonna basically hit it out of the park, and I'm gonna take that opportunity, and I'm going to brutalize it. Yeah, basically, yeah. And then he stormed out of there, knocking over his chair like he usually would do into his sit-down backstage promos. But anyways, The Miz comes out in the ring with his challenger, like a guy that LA Knight never beaten, which who even cares at this point? But he said he was like yeah, like I'm a face guy that's so powerful and so strong, and that's gonna be a difficult task for someone like LA Knight to handle and to finish. And then he's like come out, mystery guy, and then there was none other than Doink the Clown. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Simon, by the way, but really it was really Akira Tozawa, which I was like. He's pretty good, but he's above average. That's the only thing he is right now. Like, he's not like the greatest. I'm not gonna talk trash on him, but I would say that he is somewhat good, that he can win occasional matches when that time comes. But The Miz was like, "Are you ready to have the biggest opportunity of your life?" And then Akira Tozawa was like, "Yeah." And then he started repeatedly saying "yeah" when The Miz asked him questions. But then The Miz was like, "Really?" And then he started going back and forth saying, "Yeah, really, yeah, really, yeah." I would expect this if LA Knight said "yeah" to Miz and Miz say "really," but I wouldn't expect it. Akira Tozawa would do a yeah and really argue off like that. Like I would expect, even though I would also expect him to mock LA Knight just to piss off The Miz, and then that pissed the Miz off to the point that he knocked him out with a right hand. And then that's when they started the match. LA Knight appeared, and he sit by the commentary, and then he was talking to Michael Cole and Dwayne Barrett that The Miz is not really like what he used to be, like with WWE champion, and then facing the likes like The Rock and John Cena. He had to be in the mid card talking trash on me, saying I'm just a attitude era fanboy, and then that's when The Miz tried to go for the skull crushing finale. He's like, "LA Knight, you ain't nothing," and then that's when Akira Tozawa rolled out of his skull crushing finale. He hit him with the most devastating move in all sports entertainment to help him get the win. And then yeah, like this was the rarest win. This is the rarest win I've been talking about that he would get, like in opportunities like this, like when a heel wrestler is in a feud with another big time babyface wrestler, or I should say with a big time babyface wrestler. That's when Akira Tozawa catch victories. But yeah, what do y'all think about Akira Tozawa's big victory? Like, and when the last time he ever won a match like this? Y'all let me know down in the comments. And also, what do you think where this LA Knight versus Miz feud's going? Y'all also let me know down below as well. All right, up next we have. Oh yeah, that reminds me. The Miz, I forgot to tell you that he slipped a tongue-tied slip, and he said he had talked to Adam Spears, but he meant to say Adam Pierce. That the second goofiest wrestling for life that I ever heard from on this episode of Monday Night Raw. And I would give it like an automatic 4.5 stars of comedy gold. but let's move on to the next. I'll move on to the next slide, which is Piper Niven and Chelsea Green taking on Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, which was a complete squash match when the former Doudrop, got in the ring and basically destroyed poor Katana Chance. First, they looked like they had the offense, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, by double teaming and even tagging and fighting Chelsea Green, but when Piper Niven, grabbed what's her name, Kaden Carter, threw her over out the announce table, tagged herself to Chelsea Green, and then she hit her with her double crossbody face buster, the double crossbody right into the Katana Chance, which probably squashed her into like 10 million different pieces in their bones. Like, I wouldn't say she's actually injured or broken, but that's how she felt. But yeah, they got the win, and it looks like they're going to be staying as women's tag team champions for kind of a while, until someone just as bigger than Piper Niven's gonna be the ones that gonna dethrone both her and Chelsea Green. But yeah, let's move on to the next slide right here. And also we got Shinsuke Nakamura in the back into this promo video of saying like what he basically said to Seth Rollins. He was like, well, I'm gonna tell you that, and I told him that I know his weakness from the past 9 years of him, and it's his back. He'd always keep getting injured and getting hit right through his back and having back issues. Yeah, of being in matches. He always when he takes bumps, he always lands right on his back, and he said that's what he's gonna go after when he and I guess that's his biggest weakness, and he's going to basically go after him for his World Heavyweight Championship. And he said, you may think you're all that, and you have championship reigns, and what else he said? Let's see. He was Seth Rollins, like he felt him, and he felt his fear in the way he was acting when he whispered that he knows his weakness, and that is his back, which he'd been having issues taking bumps with from the past 9 years, and then that's what spooked Seth Rollins when he whispered him that last week on last week's Raw. And then he noticed the tattoos, which is the code that Shinsuke Nakamura lives on, it's in Japanese, yeah. And then that's what Seth Rollins in that backstage interview with Jackie Redmond. He said about his back, and he's like, again, and I'm still having back pains from 4 years ago, like from the past 4 years. In the past 4 years, and he was like, I know that such a unfortunate truth like that, and you're gonna use that as my disadvantage in our upcoming world title match. But you don't have to put my family into this rivalry. Like like my wife and my daughter. Like, yeah, leave them out of this. And he's like, and I'm gonna bring you that fight in a week from the Saturday at Payback in Pittsburgh. And then up next we have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn taking on the Judgment Day, which it was Senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, with Rhea Ripley saying, y'all going to team up and get on the same page and get along and beat these two scoundrels. And then now get in the ring. And then that's exactly what they did, which it seems like they're like, like if Rhea Ripley's their master, because they do exactly what she says. Which I don't know why would they do it in a controlling kind of manner, but they do. And then that's when they got in the ring. They were brawling with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, started throwing fists back and forth with them, and then they started the tag match. And then that's when JD Madonna came and appeared. He tried to throw the briefcase right into Finn Balor, but Kevin Owens caught it before he had a chance to catch it. Kevin Owens hit Finn Balor in the head with the briefcase, and then he actually got himself disqualified. But he's like, forget it. Like he threw it towards me, so I caught it, and I bashed the shib right into Balor's head. He told the referee that. And then Damian Priest got mad and he attacked Kevin Owens from behind. Damian Priest got pissed off at JD Madonna, saying, what the hell you do? Why are you touching my stuff? Why are you touching my briefcase? What's the matter with you? And then that's when they started attacking Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And then like less than a couple minutes later, that's when you hear the American Nightmares theme music, which he came out there, help him fight off the Judgment Day. And then Cody Rhodes was like, hey, how about we do this? It'll be the three of us against the three of you right here, right now, tonight in the main event, like 6-man tag team match. Like, let's get this started. Let's get this official, Adam. And he was like, yeah, like, I agree, Cody. Like, how about we do this match right here, right now? And that's official, in which they had a 6-man tag match. And then there was the 6-man tag match was pretty good. Like, which it probably lasted right around like 15 minutes of, but still was some good, which probably last 15 minutes of TV time, and which Rhea Ripley was trying to get involved and basically clothesline Kevin Owens like she did a couple months ago to him, and then like right after, and then Dominic Mysterio, and that's when Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor was double teaming him, and then Damian Priest Irish whipped him right into barricade, which is probably, but my bad, she body slammed poor KO right into the car and tell him to suck it, which I believe no one would do it unless you're Dominic or even Buddy Matthews. It's so confusing. She'd probably have both men do it. But anyways, back to the match. Finn Balor started gloating when Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley started gloating. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley attacked KO, and then that's when Finn Balor attacked. Finn Balor got back in the ring, hit a springboard double foot stomp right on KO, still trying to triple team him until KO started fighting back, and then fighting back, and then he tagged in Sami Zayn, which he started doing the comeback. Or was it Cody Rhodes? No, it was Cody Rhodes. He tagged in Cody Rhodes. No, it was Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, he did come back, but they started trying to triple team him. Cody Rhodes started hitting his comeback moves with right hands and drop uppercuts and then disaster kicks, and then Cody Rhodes, and then he ducks and he hits a double Cody cutter right into Dominic and Damian Priest. And then he tried to go for a pinfall at Dom, which got him the 2 count because surprisingly, Dominic Mysterio or whatever, it hit 2.9 seconds. And then Cody Rhodes tried to go for the crossroads. Finn Balor tried to distract him. He hits him with the crossroads. And then Dominic Mysterio tried to hit him with the most devastating move in all sports entertainment, thinking that would work. But he's Cody Rhodes. Like, nothing like that works on the American Nightmare. And then he ducked. He hits him with the crossroads. And then he tags in Sami Zayn. He hits the haluva kick. And Kevin Owens tagged himself on Sami Zayn, and then he hits Dominic with the stunner, which got him the 1-2-3 victory. And then he haluva kicks. But during Kevin Owens pinning Dominic Mysterio, Sami Zayn haluva kicked Damian Priest out of the ring, which they got the 1-2-3, which the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and the prize fighter Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn got the big win in the main event. So pre-cheers for them 3 of getting it done and bringing down the Judgment Day like they would do on a normal week of Monday Night Raw. It was a really great Monday night, like to watch Raw at this night, and I hope y'all enjoyed it too. And my opinion on Raw, I would give it a 4 out of the 5 stars. Yeah, give it 4 stars. Because it was really good to watch and very entertaining, and it was well put together. Like to help me put this video, the talk about it on this video on this week's Raw review and this week's SNA podcast episode, which I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. And let me know what y'all think about tonight's Raw down in the comments below. And thank you for watching. And I will see you all in the next video tomorrow night, episode 9 for NXT review part 2. I hope y'all check that out. I'll see you all then. Super Ninja the Assassin out. Sword defends me.